UFC 302 is this weekend as Islam Makhachev takes on the Diamond of Lafayette, Louisiana, Dustin Poirier. And once again, your boy is partnering up with the DraftKings Sportsbook to give all new customers a fantastic offer. How about you bet up to $1,500 and we give you a no-sweat bet? It means that if you bet $1,000 and you sign up using my promo code DCTV and that original bet doesn't hit, no sweat, DraftKings matches it. Can you believe that? Dustin Poirier, Islam Makhachev goes down this weekend from the Prudential Center. It's gonna be a fantastic fight night from Newark, New Jersey, and you will be in on the action with the DraftKings Sportsbook. Your boy's gonna be in the building. I can't wait. Go to DraftKings Sportsbook right now. Promo code DCTV. At the DraftKings Sportsbook, crown is yours. All right, guys, UFC 302 just wrapped, and Islam Makhachev is still the UFC lightweight champion of the world. You know, coming into this fight, so many expected Islam Makhachev to walk through Dustin Poirier, and the odds stated that. And you know, honestly, Dustin spoke of it publicly that it was disrespectful. He doesn't feel like anyone should be that big a favorite over him, and honestly, it showed in the octagon tonight that he was right. You know, Dustin Poirier was able to defend takedowns consistently. He was able to survive in the grappling when he got taken down, and he was able to land things on the feet when he got up. Now, Makhachev fought a good fight. Guys, I watched this man for a really long time continue to improve. And right now, the completed version of Islam Makhachev is the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. So much can change because of what we think is going to happen in the fight. But Dustin Poirier showed tonight that you cannot just anticipate something. His takedown defense was on point. But at the end of the day, Islam Makhachev on 2 judges' scorecards was up 3-1 and was on his way to defending his championship if he didn't get the submission. Ultimately, he did get the submission, and that is what the method of victory will be. But those guys fought a very, very tough competitive fight. You know, every time I watch Islam Makhachev, I'm always even more impressed with how he handles really tough situations. There were extended periods of time where he couldn't get a takedown on Dustin Poirier, so he outstruck him. You know, say what you want. He outstruck him. People here in the arena were so pro-Dustin that when Dustin landed anything, the reactions were so loud. But in terms of the numbers, Makhachev won the SIG strikes, Makhachev won the overall strikes, and he did a good job. You know, he did a really good job. I as a guy that's spent a lot of time with him, I'm very proud of the fighter that Islam has become. You know what's very important to me was having Khabib back in his corner for a fight that proved to be much more difficult than they anticipated. Because after the 3rd round, guys, they didn't show it on the TV. Khabib storms the octagon, gets right in Islam's face because you saw Dustin kind of tell him, let's go, motherfucker. And Islam's like, or let's go. He didn't say motherfuckers, then they would have started fighting. But he said, let's go. And Islam was like, okay. And Khabib told him, no. When that happens, you need to take him down. It's too risky to be standing in front of him. It was awesome. Because I don't know who can relate or relay that message to him more effectively than Khabib Nurmagomedov. You know, he has now defended the belt 3 times and said that he wants to go to 170. I'd like to see him fight Arman Sarukian first. Because while this is the 3rd title defense, the first one against a lightweight. And I know that Islam will do what he needs to do to continue trying to defend that championship. But Dustin Poirier showed tonight that he can be challenged in his weight class, and it was good to see. So Islam Makhachev takes home $100,000 extra for performance and bonus fight of the night, and he once again defends his championship belt. So hats off to the champ, man. We're all proud of you. You are representing the team and everybody so well. Dustin Poirier, you know, we're from the same hometown. I've known the guy for a real long time. And today he kind of broke my heart. I spoke about not wanting to hear him talk about retirement because I thought he might start looking to what's next. Well, obviously, in the octagon, he told Rogan it might be over for him because he wants to spend time with his daughter and all these other things. That's the thing that I did, you know, selfishly didn't want him look into a life where he can spend all that extra time with his beautiful wife, Jolie, and their daughter, Parker. But if you're going to go out, that's the way to go out. Dustin was out there fighting his ass off, man, trying to become a world champion. He had nothing to be ashamed of. You know, Islam was able to take him down with something he probably never seen in his life before. And he got him in the dart choke, which I can attest to is one of Islam's best submissions. But if Dustin Poirier is leaving this game, he leaves us with a ton of memories. Now, I don't want to see him go. I don't know that he should go. I think that what Dustin Poirier should do is take the big fights, right? He's such an attraction now in the world of fighting that he's got a lot of money to be made, but also a lot of big fights to be had. He's only 35 years old. So he can do this for a long time. Maybe don't fight as frequently, but continue to make that walk. Because once you're done and you can't come back from it. And that sometimes that sucks, especially for a guy that seemingly has a lot of years still ahead of him. But I thought tonight he fought as good in losing as he's fought in a really long time. And I think that he was better tonight than he was against Benoit Saint-Denis. And that's a credit to him and his coaching staff. I thought he fought well. You know, clearly you lose just from disappointment. But overall, I think Dustin Poirier is going to be very proud of his performance in the octagon. But if this is it, congrats, DP, man. You did something many could never have expected you to do. Sean Strickland beat Paulo Costa. You know, that was another fight where it seemed pretty obvious who was winning, you know. Sean Strickland was on the gas the whole time, taking a risk, right? He's the number one contender fighting the number 8 or 7 or 8 ranked guy in the world, taking a risk, and then you get to the scorecards, and one judge sees it 50-45 Strickland, one judge sees it 49-46 Costa. How can two people that are supposed to be trained to judge these fights see a fight that differently? It does not make sense. It should not happen. We have got to do something about the judging. I mean, hell, the Poirier fight with Islam seemed like Islam was winning at least 3 rounds. One judge had the fight 2-2 going into round 5, Poirier and Makhachev. Other two had it 3-1, Makhachev. But Sean Strickland continues to prove that he's improving. He's getting better every single day. And he is a guy you can call on when you need someone to fight. Paulo Costa was game tonight. But Sean Strickland was the one that set the pace of the fight, set the tone, and got the job done. Sean Strickland now would seemingly be in line for another middleweight championship opportunity. I hope that it's him and nobody else comes in and scoops or steals that championship chance from him. Kevin Holland broke Michal Oleksiejczyk's arm in an armbar. Oleksiejczyk complained because he didn't tap. That speaks to his toughness. But that fight was over. They could not have allowed him to get up, go back and fight with a broken arm. I love his toughness, but the right thing was done whenever they stopped the fight. You know, unfortunately, judging tonight was a problem. You know, we had bad scorecards early. We had a bad scorecard in Costa, and the 2-2 Makhachev Poirier was a bad scorecard. You know, we cannot have these judges making these types of mistakes when people's careers are on the line. I mean, it felt like it was very easy to know who won the fight between Almeida and Kopylov. Almeida didn't win that fight. And he should not have won that fight on anyone's scorecard, but somehow someone managed to score that fight for Almeida. He didn't win that fight. He never was in that fight. The only time he was in was he was standing, but when he kept getting taken down and ridden, controlled, beat on, he was even taking big shots, you can't award him a fight. You just can't. You are responsible for these guys' careers and women. You need to make sure you're doing the job the right way. Again, the Strickland Costa fight. Paulo Costa did not win 4 rounds. There's no way Paulo Costa won 4 rounds. How do you judge it in that fashion? It's absurd. Poirier and Makhachev. I thought it was 3-1 Makhachev at minimum going into round 5. So for as good as Dustin fought, it still felt like he was behind the 8 ball. Should not have been 2-2. Judges got to do better. They have to do better if they're going to be in the position that is so powerful. UFC 302 was a good fight card. We had a lot of decisions tonight, and that's not something that we are used to on these big cards, but that did happen to us tonight. But at the end of the night, we had some fantastic fights. Congratulations to all the winners. Congratulations once again to Dustin Poirier on a great career. This is it. Congratulations to Islam Makhachev on once again showing why he's the #1 pound-for-pound fighter in the world. New Jersey was great. The city was awesome. The entire week was fantastic. I will see you guys from McGregor versus Chandler. That's going to be a massive fight week, and I can guarantee you that fight card is going to deliver. Until next time, guys, like, subscribe, and tell your friends DC's got a YouTube channel. I appreciate and love each and every one of you, especially this week where you guys tuned in to everything. I will never take you watching me for granted. I appreciate you and I love you. Until next time, guys, peace. Coach, Islam just defended his belt again. How good did it feel to see him win another victory? And also, was it tougher than expected?
It was the toughest that I expected. I did think it could happen because of the Rocky Balboa type thing and how Dustin is such a tough guy. And I thought it could go that way, but I didn't expect it, no. No, I was expecting us to dominate more than that.
But ultimately, Islam gets a submission. That's what people expected. But Dustin's takedown defense proved to be better. But how much better is Islam going to be because of this?
He's going to be much better because of this, because now he stayed in the pocket and he actually could outstruck Dustin even more than what he did. But, you know, the plan was not to outstrike him because Dustin could take a good shot, and I was afraid of, you know, us getting caught with a good shot, which is what happened. So I didn't really like that, to be honest with you. I'd rather him not have struck with him. I'd rather him stay on the outside like we were doing, but then when he stayed in the middle, that's when the damage was done by Dustin, because, you know, that's where I knew he was good at, in the boxing range.
Yeah, he's good in the boxing range, but ultimately Islam gets it done. Congratulations, Coach. Nice to see you. Love you, Coach. See you soon.
Thank you.
All right.
Happy to finish him, but this guy, one of the best, still one of the best in the world. Dustin today gave me a hard time.